Okay. Let me ask Professor McGovern the next question. It says, and Professor, wasn't directed to you, but I've chosen to direct it to you, but how can you estimate what a trust will pay when OCF, for example, just went from 40 cents on a dollar to 10 cents on the dollar?
The various trusts hire an outside consultant whose task is to look at all of the variables that might come to play in establishing a payment percentage. And those variables in large part deal with claiming rates, they deal with income off of the trust, but they also deal with practical matters like the fact that most trustees would get into trouble only if they run out of money. And you have two pressure groups that deal with the trustees. One is the futures rep, and the other is usually called the CAC, the Claimants Advisory Committee. And the Claimants Advisory Committee is typically pushing pretty hard to up the payment percentage now. The futures rep is typically pushing to make sure there's going to be enough money available in the future. And given the fact that most trustees are going to be risk averse in the area of running out of money, you find that they tend to be a little bit more conservative. But as the filing data changes, for example, I'm suggesting the non-malig rate is going to go up, you're going to see the percentage change because it's been going down. There are 2 or 3 folks that are very, very good at this, that do it across the board, not just for asbestos, but for silicone gel breast implants and other kinds of funds. It is a fairly complicated algorithm, and it's one that is subject to a huge number of assumptions, mainly dealing with filing rates, anticipating what will future filing rates be. And that is more of an art than it is a science. Does that remotely answer the question? I'm sorry, go ahead, Joe.
Do you know why the Owens Corning payment went from 40 to 10?
Specifically, no. I don't know. My guess is, as I said before, it had to do with where they had their stock. As I remember, there was a big chunk of stock, wasn't there, in Owens Corning? And as a result, the housing industry stocks have gone down rather precipitously. My guess is that it would be a combination of investments and anticipated filing rates, but I don't know specifically.
Okay. There was one other